across the burned vineyards, when the smoke still veiled the hills. Every vine was black and twisted, every press had fallen still. They carried letters sealed in leather, names of towns that needed aid, and the road beneath their sandals held the ashes war had made. No green branches marked the journey, no sweet harvest filled the air. Still they walked where loss had entered, bearing hope from prayer to prayer. Anointed messengers cross the burned vineyards, grace traveled through the flame, mercy moved from town to town before the armies came again. Where the fields had lost their harvest, God still planted something living, and the words they carried forward turned despair toward new beginning. One brought a warning to a village, one brought medicine and grain, one delivered terms of mercy to a captive tired of pain. I had thought a holy message needed temples, courts, and kings, till I watched it cross through ashes in the hands of ordinary men. Truth does not require a palace, hope can travel scarred and poor, and a faithful word delivered may prevent another war. Anointed messengers cross the burned vineyards, grace traveled through the flame, mercy moved from town to town before the armies came again. Where the fields had lost their harvest, God still planted something living, and the words they carried forward turned despair toward new beginning. Send me through the wounded places, not around the signs of pain. Let me carry words that heal them, not the rumors that inflame. If the road is marked by ashes, if the harvest has been taken, make my voice a seed of mercy. On the fields I walk forsaken. Grace traveled through the flame, mercy moved from town to town before the armies came again. Where the fields had lost their harvest, God still planted something living, and the words they carried forward turned despair toward new beginning. When the evening bells were heard, and among the blackened vineyards, hope arrived before the battle-worn pilgrims slept beneath the fig trees. After weeks upon the road, some still carried dented helmets, some had laid aside their bows. Children rested near the elders, travelers shared what bread remained, and the branches gave them shelter from the sun and from the rain. They had known the noise of armies, they had slept beside the blade. Now the leaves above them whispered of a peace no war could make. suspicion. Teach my shoulders to release. Let me stop rehearsing danger when you lead me into peace. If my heart still hears the war drums, though the battlefield has ceased, place me underneath your branches till my spirit learns to sleep. Battle-worn pilgrims slept beneath the fig trees. Grace covered every scar. Mercy gave the tired wanderers rest beneath the evening stars. No alarm disturbed their breathing, no command demanded speed. God gave peace without a fortress under branches full. Battle-worn pilgrims woke at sunrise, and the road no longer seemed like another march toward battle, but a path toward fields of Censers smoldered beside the shattered ramparts. When the city counted dead, thin white smoke climbed through the breaches where the archers once had stood. Priests moved slowly among soldiers, speaking blessings for the slain, while the stones still bore the markings of the fire and iron rain. No loud anthem filled the morning, no one praised the cost of war. Only incense rose in silence by the fractured city wall. Censers smoldered beside the shattered ramparts. Grace rose with every prayer. Mercy honored all the grieving who had gathered wounded there. What the siege had left in pieces would not vanish with the smoke. God received the names of every heart the violence had broken. One priest prayed beside an enemy, one beside his closest friend. One young guard removed his gauntlet and could not speak at the end. I had thought that victory answered every question battle raised, till the incense crossed the rubble and made triumph feel misplaced. Some wounds cannot be celebrated, some losses ask us to be still, and the sacred work of mourning may reveal what battles conceal. Censers smoldered beside the shattered ramparts. Grace rose with every prayer. Mercy honored all the grieving who had gathered wounded there. What the siege had left in pieces would not vanish with the smoke. God received the names of every heart the violence had broken. Let my prayers rise without boasting. Let me grieve what pride destroys. Keep me from confusing conquest with the righteousness of choice. If I stand beside the ruins of decisions I once praised, give me courage for repentance, not another victory soul. Censers smoldered beside the shattered ramparts. Grace rose with every prayer. Mercy honored all the grief started building with more mercy in its stones. Of Zion carried water to the wounded. When the battle reached the gate, passing quickly through the alleys while the healers called their names. Clay jars rested on their shoulders, blood and dust marked every street. Still they walked between the shelters, bringing water through the heat. No sword glittered in their fingers, no command was theirs to give. Yet the wounded watched them coming with the water they needed to live. Daughters of Zion carried water to the wounded. Grace moved from hand to hand. Mercy crossed the shattered courtyards where exhausted soldiers lay. While the power spoke of victory, they answered suffering instead. God made service into courage as they carried water to the wounded. Carried water to the wounded. Carried water to the wounded. One knelt down beside a stranger, one gave water to a foe, one ignored a captain shouting that his rank should drink before. I had thought that war decided who deserved compassion first, till I watched them choose the dying by the measure of their thirst. Mercy does not check the banner, love does not inspect the rank. When a human life is fading, water matters more than flag. Daughters of Zion carried water to the wounded. Grace moved from hand to hand. Mercy crossed the shattered courtyards where exhausted soldiers lay. While the power spoke of victory, they answered suffering instead. God made service into courage as they carried water to the wounded. Give me eyes for simple service, give me hands prepared to move. When the world debates importance, let compassion choose the truth. If another lies before me, weak from battle, fear or thirst, teach me mercy without asking who deserves my kindness first. Daughters of Zion carried water to the wounded. Grace moved from hand to hand. Mercy crossed the shattered courtyards where exhausted soldiers lay. While the power spoke of victory, they star. Red along the mountain line, every flame had burned through midnight. Every guard had watched for signs. Smoke curled over rocky ridges, night still covered every scar. Then a single light grew brighter than the watchfires seen afar. Men had trusted flames for warning, trusted towers through the dark. Then the heavens gave a signal far beyond the reach of God. EDOM'S watchfires faded before the morning star. Grace outshone the fires of men. Mercy promised dawn was coming. Where the night had seemed to end, every beacon built from fear lost its power beneath that light. God reminded every watchman, morning follows longest night. One old sentry lowered his spare point, one young guard removed his helm. One remembered ancient promises greater than the kings of realms. I had thought our fires protected everything we feared to lose, till the morning star revealed what human flames could never prove. Not every darkness needs more fire, not each thread requires a sword. Sometimes hope arrives in silence, simply shining from the Lord. EDOM'S watchfires faded before the morning star. Grace outshone the fires of men. Mercy promised dawn was coming. Where the night had seemed to end, every beacon built from fear lost its power beneath that light. God reminded every watchman, morning follows longest night. When my watchfires burn from worry, when I guard what I can't save, lift my eyes beyond the ridges, past the boundaries fear has made. If I think my own defenses are the source of who we are, let them fade beneath your promise, like the fires before the morning star. EDOM'S watchfires faded before the morning star. Grace outshone the fires of men. Mercy promised dawn was coming. Where the night had seemed to end, every beacon built from fear lost its power beneath that light. God reminded every watchman, morning follows longest night. EDOM'S watchfires died by sunrise. Gold spread softly over stone, and the guards who feared the darkness saw they never watched alone. Forgotten standard bearers return through the marsh, with their colors torn and stained. Reeds rose high around their shoulders. No procession came to greet them. No bright horns announced their march. Only frogs and distant thunder heard them crossing through the marsh. closest brother fall beneath a broken spire. I had thought a faithful servant would be honored after war, till I saw forgotten soldiers find no crowd beyond the marsh. Human praise can fade by morning, public memory can depart, but the Lord does not forget the hidden burdens of the heart. Forgotten standard bearers return through the marsh. Grace walked where glory failed. Mercy met the tired survivors when applause had disappeared. Though their banners hung in tatters, though no songs recalled their charge, God remembered every footstep through the darkness of the marsh. When the work I gave my strength to leaves no monumental mark, when the ones who praise my service cannot even name my scars, keep me free from needing honor, keep resentment from my heart, for your memory is sufficient when I cross the lonely marsh. Forgotten standard bearers return through the marsh. Grace walked where glory failed. Mercy met the tired survivors when applause had disappeared. Though their banners hung in tatters, though no songs recalled their charge, God remembered every footstep through the darkness of the marsh. Forgotten standard bearers reached the village as the daylight touched the grass, and the deadly colors glad the age of war had passed. Grain carts roll through the besieged quarter when the southern gate unlocked. Every wheel moved under arrows, every driver watched the walls. Children waited near the doorways, mothers counted every sack, and the carts kept moving forward where the hunger had struck hardest. No gold treasure filled the wagons, no proud weapon crossed the border, only bread for those forgotten in the city's poorest quarter. Grain carts rolled through the besieged quarter, grace came loaded on the wheels. Mercy fed the weak and hungry while the distant battle reeled. What the captains call the risk, heaven measured by the need. God sent courage through the streets there in the humble form of grain. One cart stopped beside an orphanage, one beside a healer's room. One gave sacks to enemy families trapped by fighting in the gloom. I had thought that during warfare every stone belonged to us, till starvation showed how quickly flags lose meaning before hunger. Bread can preach beyond a sermon, mercy moves before debate, and a city proves its justice by Give me bread before ambition, give me eyes for empty hands. Let no strategy convince me that the weak can simply wait. If my comfort grows while others count the crumbs they need to eat, send my plenty through the gateway, send your mercy down the street. Grain carts roll through the besieged quarter, grace came loaded on the wheels. Mercy fed the weak and hungry while the distant battle reeled. What the captains called a risk, heaven measured by the need. God sent courage through the streets there in the humble form of grace. In the grain carts left the quarter empty when the final sack was shared. And that night the city learned what victory should truly protect. HEZEKIAH'S singers stood above the city cisterns when the enemy closed the roads. Every well became a treasure, every jar was carefully poured. Soldiers listened from the rooftops, families gathered near the stairs, and the singers raised their voices over reservoirs of prayer. They could hear the siege beyond them, hear the threats outside the walls. Still the song rose over water where the frightened came to draw. HEZEKIAH'S singers stood above the city cisterns. Grace echoed through the storm. Mercy strengthened thirsty people who believed they stood alone. While the enemy spoke terror, faith replied with ancient hymns. God gave courage to the city from the waters held within. One song told of former rescue, one remembered desert springs, one declared no earthly ruler held the final word on kings. I had thought a song was fragile when compared with siege and steel, till I watched a frightened city find the strength to stand and heal. Worship did not end the danger, did not make the armies leave, but it changed what fear was building in the hearts beneath the sea. HEZEKIAH'S singers stood above the city cisterns. Grace echoed through the stone. Mercy strengthened thirsty people who believed they stood alone. While the enemy spoke terror, faith replied with ancient hymns. God gave courage to the city from the waters held within. When the voices outside threaten, when they tell me hope is dead, bring me back to deeper water. and thirsty people who believed they stood alone. While the enemy spoke terror, faith replied with ancient hymns. God gave courage to the city from the waters held within. Hezekiah's singers sang till sunrise, and the cisterns still held deep, while the city faced another day with faith the siege could never keep. Ivory thrones crack under the weight of pride. In the chambers built for kings, golden cups still fill the tables. Servants moved on silent feet. Outside, hungry families waited. Inside, rulers praised their might, till a tremor crossed the palace, and the marble split that night. They had measured strength by splendor, judged success by height and size, but no throne can bear forever what is built upon the cries. Ivory thrones cracked under the weight of pride. Grace exposed the hollow crown. Mercy warned the ones in power before the whole house tumbled down. What looked mighty from but God could not hide corrupted lives. God can shake the seat of rulers when the throne is built on pride. One king stared across his treasury. One advisor lowered his eyes. One remembered fields confiscated for the palace walls to rise. I had thought that wealth meant favor, that abundance proved us right, till the cracks beneath the ivory showed the cost we kept outside. Power without compassion weakens, luxury can disguise a lie, and the palace starts collapsing long before the stones divide. Ivory thrones cracked under the weight of pride. Grace exposed the hollow crown. Mercy warned the ones in power before the whole house tumbled down. What looked mighty from the courtyard could not hide corrupted lives. God can shake the seat of rulers when the throne is built on pride. Crack the throne inside my spirit, where I worship being praised. Break the need to stand above him, break the hunger to be great. If success makes me forgetful of the ones pushed to the side, bring me down before you gently, before I fall beneath my pride. Ivory thrones cracked under the weight of pride. Grace exposed the hollow crown. Mercy warned the ones in power before the whole house tumbled down. What looked mighty the royal hall, and the rulers learned that justice outlives palaces that fall. Jeremiah's lament rose over the soldiers' camp. When the torches burned at dusk, every spear stood near the tents. Every shield was stained with dust. Men were speaking of tomorrow, of the city they would storm. Then a grieving voice crossed softly through the silence before war. He did not promise easy triumph, did not flare a crown or sword. He just mourned what pride was bringing to a people far from God. Jeremiah's lament rose over the soldiers' camp. Grace wept before the blade. Mercy warned the eager armies of the graves that pride could make. carried the broken arrows when the fighting left the hill. Splintered shafts turned in the current, iron points sank cold and still. Children watched them from the crossing, farmers stood along the shallows, and the river took the remnants of the battle from the valley. Wood had flown with rage at sunrise, drifted harmless with the flow, and the water seemed to whisper, there are things you must let go. KIDRO'N's waters carry the broken arrows, grace moved with the stream. Mercy took the tools of anger, past the places they had been. What was sharpened for destruction lost its purpose in the flow. God can carry your resentments where no wounded heart should go. One shaft bore royal marking, one belonged to village hands. One had crossed between two brothers, fighting over ancient lands. I had thought that after battle, every hatred stayed below, till I watched the river carry broken weapons toward the lowlands. Peace begins with more than silence, more than simply ending blows. Some old weapons must be broken, some old anger must be let go. KIDRO'N's waters carried the broken arrows, grace moved with the stream. Mercy took the tools of anger, past the places they had been. What was sharpened for destruction lost its purpose in the flow. God can carry your resentments where no wounded heart should go. Take the arrows I keep holding, take the words prepared to wound, break the shafts of old resentment, wash the poison from the wound. If revenge keeps circling backward, if I cannot lose control, let your river carry farther what should never rule my soul. KIDRO'N's waters carry the broken arrows, grace moved with the stream. Mercy took the tools of anger, past the places they had been. What was sharpened for destruction lost its purpose in the flow. God can carry your resentments where no wounded heart should go. KIDRO'N's waters cleared by evening, not an arrow crossed the shallows, and the farmers walk the riverbank where peace outlived the battle. Levites walk between the wounded ranks. When the battle drums grew still, carrying lead and oil and water down the torn and muddy hill. No one asked which king they followed.
No one searched the wounded flag.
They just moved from man to man through the broken fighting ranks. Some wore colors of the city, some the colors of attack, but the blood beneath their armor has the same compassion made. Levites walk between the wounded ranks.
Grace moved without a
Grace moved without a sign. Mercy knelt beside the fallen, where the proud had passed them by. While the armies counted victories, heaven counted wounded lives. God made holiness look human as the Levites crossed the lines. One bound up an enemy captain, one gave water to a guard, one stayed kneeling by a stranger who would never see the dawn. I had thought that sacred service stayed behind the temple doors, till I watched them make an altar out of mercy on the floor. Worship does not end with singing. Sacred work is more than words. Sometimes ministry means kneeling where the suffering are heard. Levites walk between the wounded ranks. Grace moved without us, grace moved without a sign. Mercy knelt beside the fallen, where the proud had passed them by. While the armies counted victories, heaven counted wounded lives. God made holiness look human as the Levites crossed the lines. Lead me past the safe distinctions, past the labels I defend. Let me see your image wounded, even in the one called enemy. If compassion costs me standing with the people on my side, make me holy through the mercy that can walk between the lines. Levites walk between the wounded ranks. Grace move without us, grace move without a sign. Mercy knelt beside the fallen, where the proud had passed them by. While the armies counted victories, heaven counted wounded lives. God made holiness look human as the Levites crossed the lines. The Levites crossed the lines. Levites walked until the moonrise, leaving bandages behind. The field that once divided them held mercy on both sides. Micah's warning reached the king before the charge. While the horses stamped the ground, every captain waited ready. Every spear was pointed out. Then a messenger came running through the banners toward the guard, bearing words the court had silenced. Micah's warning reached the king.
Victory had filled their speeches, certainty had shaped the plan.
But a prophet saw the ruin waiting farther down the land. Micah's warning reached the king before the charge. Grace when I call my anger righteous, just because men choose my side. Let me hear the inconvenient word that challenges my cause. For obedience without justice is not faithfulness to God.
Micah's warning reached the king before the charge. Grace interrupted war.
Mercy spoke before the cavalry could thunder through the doors. Though the proud despised the message, truth still stood against the sword. God gave one more chance for wisdom before the king commanded war. Micah's warning crossed the courtyard as the battle horns grew still, and the king stead toward the valley, forced to question his own will. NAZIRITE warriors guarded the famine road, where the grain caravans passed. Every mile had drawn the desperate, every village stores were bare. Raiders watched beyond the ridges, merchants fear to move their loads. So the warriors walked beside them down the long and hungry road. They had strength enough for conquest, but a holier task was owed. Keep the bread from hands of violence, guard the weak along the road. Nazirite warriors guarded the famine road. Grace marched beside the grain, mercy kept the hungry villages alive through months of pain. Every sword remained a servant, every shield protected loads. God made strength, defend, provision on the long and famine road. One man gave away his ration to a child beside the path. One refused a wealthy merchant, trying to divert the carts. I had thought a sacred warrior proved devotion through his blows, till I watched them guard the harvest for the poorest down the road. Strength becomes a sacred calling when it's served instead of owns, when the powerful stand between the hungry and the stolen loaves. Nazirite warriors guarded the famine road. Grace marched beside the grain, mercy kept the hungry villages alive through months of pain. Every sword remained a servant, every shield protected loads. God made strength, defend, provision on the long and famine road. Guard my heart from taking plenty while another starves nearby. Let no privilege persuade me that their hunger is not mine. If you place strength in my keeping, may its purpose always show not to gather more around me, but protect the famine road. Nazirite warriors guarded the famine road. Grace marched beside the grain. Mercy kept the hungry villages alive through months of pain. Every sword remained a servant, every shield protected lows. God made strength, defend, provision on the long and famine road. Nazirite warriors reached the last town when the evening shadow showed and the ovens burned till midnight at the end of famine Lamps burned inside the refugee tunnels while the city burned above. Families moved beneath the streets, carrying everything they loved. Mothers counted all their children, elders leaned on younger shoulders, and the lamps along the passage kept the darkness from enclosing. No moonlight reached beneath them, no stars could mark the way. Only little flames kept saying, there is farther yet to go. Oh, lamps burn inside the refugee tunnels. Grace glowed beneath the ground. Mercy led the frightened families where the war could not reach down. Though the darkness pressed around them, hope remained in every flame. God gave light enough for footsteps, not the whole road, just the way. One lamp failed beside a stairway, another family shared their flame. One young soldier carried children who were too exhausted to remain. I had thought that hope looked mighty, like a sunrise breaking through, till I learned a thumb-sized fire could lead 100 people too. We do not need tomorrow fully open to our eyes. Sometimes faith is one more footstep by the little light supply. Oh, lamps burn inside the refugee tunnels. Grace glowed beneath the ground. Mercy led the frightened families where the war could not reach down. Though the darkness pressed around them, hope remained in every flame. God gave light enough for footsteps, not the whole road, just the way. Give me light enough for this step, I will trust you with the rest when I cannot see the ending, when the darkness crowds my chest. And if someone walks beside me with the lamp that's nearly gone, let me bend and share my fire so together we move on. Oh, lamps burn inside the refugee tunnels. Grace glowed beneath the ground. Mercy led the frightened families where the war could not reach down. Though the darkness pressed around them, hope remained in every flame. God gave light from a tunnel past the hills, and the refugees saw daylight where the little flames grew still. Passover fires glow beyond the siege lines. When the moon rose full and pale, families gather near the embers. While the distant weapons wailed, bread was broken in remembrance. Ancient stories crossed the night, and beyond the hostile trenches, other fires answered with their light. Long before these walls were threatened, long before this present fight, God had led his people outward through another fearful night. Passover fires glow beyond the siege lines. Grace remembered who we are. Mercy told the frightened children. God had carried us this far. Kings may surround the city, armies darken every height. So still deliverance has a history. Passover fires through the night. And old father told of Egypt, of the doorway and the blood of a people leaving bondage by the mighty hand of God. I had thought remembrance belonged only safely to the past, till the story gave us courage for the danger at our gates. Memory became a weapon, not for striking flesh or bone, but against the fear that whispered we had always been alone. Passover fires glow beyond the siege lines. Grace remembered who we are. Mercy told the frightened children. God had carried us this far. Kings may surround the city, armies darken every height. So still deliverance has a history. Passover fires through the night. When tomorrow looks surrounded, bring your former mercies near. Let remembrance fight the darkness when my heart gives ground to fear. You were faithful through the waters, you were present through the fight. Let the stories of deliverance burn like Passover fires tonight. Passover fires glow beyond the siege lines. Grace remembered who we are. Mercy told the frightened children. God had carried us this far. Kings may surround the city, armies darken every height. Still deliverance has a history. Passover fires through the night. Passover fires faded slowly as the dawn replaced the night, but the children kept the story long after they lost the beside the mountain spring, where the weary climbed at noon. Blades that burned beneath the battle now lay cooling near the pool. Soldiers washed the dust from armor, let the water soothe their let me leave the blade beside them.
Quenched swords lay beside the mountain spring. Grace flowed over wounded hands. Mercy cooled the heat of anger. No command could understand. What was forged to answer violence rested underneath the wind. God taught tired hearts surrender by the waters of the spring. Quenched swords stand, catching sunlight in the spring. While the soldiers walked down weaponless, learning what the peace could bring.
Roots harvest field shelter, returning soldiers. When the summer rain came down, golden barley bent beneath it. Mud spread softly through the ground. Workers opened up the storehouse, called the travelers from the road. And beneath the drying rafters, they released their heavy loads. They had slept in trenches, towers, under wagon, stone, and thorn. Now a field prepared for harvest gave them shelter from the storm. Roofs, harvest field sheltered the returning soldiers. Grace waited in the grain. Mercy placed a humble table before men accustomed to pain. No one questioned rank or banner. No one asked what wars they'd won. God received the tired wanderers where the harvest work was done. Where the harvest work was done. One man helped the reapers gather. One repaired a broken wheel. One young soldier stood bewildered by the quiet of the field. I had thought returning warriors needed trumpets when they came, till a farmer passed them barley without ever asking names. Kindness rarely enters history. Hospitality wins no crown. Yet a meal can heal a spirit. War is nearly broken down. Roofs, harvest field sheltered the returning soldiers. Grace waited in the grain. Mercy placed a humble table before men accustomed to pain. No one questioned rank or banner. No one asked what wars they'd won. God received the tired wanderers where the harvest work was done. Where the harvest work was done. Make my table wide for strangers. Leave some harvest at the edge. Let me never guard abundance while another begs for bread. If the battle won't come near me, let no judgment turn them away. Give me roots, quiet compassion. Give me bows open gate. glorious field shone at sunset, and the soldiers left restored, restored, carrying bread instead of trophies as they traveled home once more. Mercy placed a humble table before men accustomed to pain. No one questioned rank or better, no one asked what wars they'd won. God received the tired wanderers where the harvest work was done. Shepherd horns call the lost companions home. Shepherd horns call the lost companies home. When the fog consumed the hills, every trail became uncertain, every distant beacon dimmed. Separate bands across the ridges, some had wandered far alone. Then a long low note came sounding. Shepherd horns were calling home. No commander saw their pathways, no bright standard could be shown, but the shepherds knew the valleys, and they sounded through the cold. Shepherd horns call the lost companies home. Grace echoed through the gray, mercy reached the scattered soldiers who had wandered from the way. When no map could reunite them, when the northern winds had blown, God used ordinary shepherds to call the lost companies home. One group answered from a ravine, one from somewhere past the pine, one had nearly crossed a cliffside, hidden by the mist at night. I had thought the ones who rescued would wear armor, steel and gold, till the shepherds climbed the mountains with their staffs and weathered cloaks. Heaven often chooses voices human pride would overlook. Those who know the quiet pathways may become the ones we need. Shepherd horns call the lost companies home. Grace echoed through the gray, mercy reached the scattered soldiers Conquered horns faded at sunrise, when the final troop was found, and the scattered stood together as the fog withdrew around them. Beside the healers' tents, when the fighting moved away, crimson, blue, and faded limb drip beneath the morning rain. Inside, lamps burned over tables, bandit soldiers tried to rest, while the wind moved through the garments, hanging silent by the tents. Once those colors marked allegiance, told us whom to fear or trust. Now they hung beside each other, equally reduced to clothes. Torn war cloaks hung beside the healers' tents. Grace crossed every line. Mercy touched the friend and stranger without asking for a side. What had separated armies could not rule the wounded there. God made enemies into neighbors underneath the healer's care. One blue cloak belonged to our captain, one red cloak to someone young. Both men woke beneath one shelter, both asked where their brothers were. I had thought the cloth around us made our differences immense, till I saw those colors hanging side by side outside the tents. Pain can strip away the slogans, mercy sees beneath the crest. Every wounded human carries the same fragile breath within. Torn war cloaks hung beside the healer's tents. Grace crossed every line. Mercy touched a friend and stranger without asking for a side. What had separated armies could not rule the wounded there. God made enemies into neighbors underneath the healer's care. Take the colors I make sacred when they teach my heart contempt. Let me never love a symbol more than someone needing help. If another lies before me, wearing what I once condemned, give me hands that choose compassion like the healers in the tents. Torn war cloaks hung beside the healer's tents. Grace crossed every line. Mercy touched the friend and stranger without asking for a side. What had separated armies could not rule the wounded there. God made enemies into neighbors underneath the healer's care. Torn war cloaks dried in the sunlight as the wounded slowly left, and some traded names with strangers they had once been saved.